Welcome back for another Overwatch tier list. Last week we did
Heroes.
last week we did Heroes. This week we're gonna do Ultimates. I missed, there's no Flaming Fridays obviously, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. Last video popped off, go check it out. This is gonna be really fun. I have my guest here, Samito, as always. Get down to business. Listen, I woke up 30 minutes, I woke up 20 minutes ago.
You're good. They're gonna put that in, by the way, 100%.
Oh man.
They 100% putting that in, bro. All right, let's go. All right, so let's start off with Nano Boost for Ana. What are your first thoughts on this? Because they did get buffed like a couple seasons ago, or no, 10 seasons ago, I guess, in the support ultimate buff. So they made it so it full healed, which I thought was really good. How good do you think this ult is? Do you think it's game changing, impactful? Where's it at?
I think I see Nano Boost change fights, so I'm probably gonna say it's really impactful. Plus the full heal, I think it's really awesome. You know, when a Reinhardt's really low and they're trying to target focus him, and then boom, he's fully healed, damage reduction and damage boost. I mean, I think that's pretty cool.
So would you say like game changing or impactful tier?
I mean, you could win fights just off Nano Boost. I'd probably say impactful.
I would agree. The reason why it's not game changing is because at the end of the day, the other player still has to do something. It's not game breaking value right away. It's really strong. So I would say it's high impactful, but I can't quite put it at game changing. So, all right, good old Bob Overwatch. What do you think?
Listen, I threw a lot of bobs. Sometimes they go off the mat. Sometimes they just permanently get slept. I mean, sometimes he can pop off, but I mean, that's like every now and maybe, I don't know, I think it's like a 50-50, so I'm gonna say somewhat impactful, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, he's pretty good for like, you know, throwing him on a point and, you know, capping a point, or, you know, capping like a 2 CP, throw him down the thing on Hanamura.
I think you're kind of right there. I think it kind of does depend on the map you're playing. I think he's either impactful or somewhat impactful, because having that 7th man on the field, like, it guaranteed forces resources out of them if plays properly, but the amount of value he can get is really map dependent as well. So I'll be down to put him in somewhat impactful, but I think he's like very borderline impactful as well. But
good old Bastion ult. What do you think?
Well, you know how my household feels about Bastion. You know.
My dad's a Bastion main, so.
Oh yeah, that's right. Bastion households, man.
If I put him in useless, I might be hearing something.
Realistically, I think we gotta say situational, because his DPS does go down, but his burst damage goes up, and it's harder to hit. So if you're good, you can do a lot with it, but you have to burn through like defense matrix first and like shields first, and it is, you know what I was about to say, it's situational. So I think we kind of have to put it there, but it definitely has a lot of carry potential. It's like Mirage, you gotta force out resources first, but I guess we'll get to that one.
Rally, you're the brig expert. I don't want to make you do I don't want to make you do 2 in a row, but you're the brig expert. I personally love the armor. I think the armor is like, if I'm playing Tracer and I have like 150 HP, I think it gives you what, 100 armor? Yeah, I think that's really good, but I don't, it's only 30 seconds, so I mean, people could wait it out in a team fight. What are your thoughts?
Rally is I think it used to be really broken in GOATs. I would say in GOATS meta, it was the best ultimate in the game. It came up super fast, and it was just so consistent, right? It was more consistent than Sound Barrier. But nowadays the build rate's way slower because her health changed, right? Like her how she heals changed, where her self heal went back up and her team heal went down. I would say it's somewhat impactful because she can actually die in it now, like sometimes, and Brig as a hero is like kind of wonky because you can't engage anymore. So I'm gonna put it in somewhat impactful. What do you think? Do you think that's fair?
I think that's fair. I mean, it used to be really broken when, you know, the armor didn't wear off over time like it used to. So I can pretty sure I can say it was somewhat impactful.
Yeah. All right, Doom ult.
I mean, dude, you either kill someone, like one person, or you oops, I shouldn't say curse words, but you use it to get out. I don't know, man. Listen, you play Doom, and
it's situational. I think like it can be good, but ever since they nerfed it, which it did need to get nerfed 100%, it's just like it's not consistent. Like they kind of have to mess up, or you have to put them in an impossible situation to get value. It's good for generating shields and playing your life, so I'll say situational.
Yeah, I see either a Doomfist get a 1K with it, or use it to get out.
Yeah. Oh, here's a good one. Ready? Diva Bomb. Bomb. What do you think?
It either gets a whole team wipe or it gets no one. I mean,
I think it's game changing.
Really?
You know why? Yeah. Well, in Overwatch history, it's been game changing because like no matter what you do with it, you are guaranteed zone an entire point, and if it's well placed, it's a team wipe.
Oh, that's
like,
true. That's
no
true.
matter
Yeah.
how you use it, it will do something really, really impactful. Unless you use it to initiate, which is bad. You shouldn't do that, Diva players. Like you're gonna, don't do it at the start of the fight because if you do it mid fight, it's a thing about Jay. It's a second life. It zones entire points. It'll break all shields, guaranteed force abilities, and if they don't use them properly, they're gonna die like 100% if you know how to place it. So like I think it's just super consistent, super strong.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you, man.
There's just so many different ways to use it.
That's true. I was looking at the kill potential. I wasn't looking at the big picture.
Yeah, come on, Jay, get with the program here, man.
I'm sorry. See, now
your copy.
Yeah, copy. I think copy is impactful or game changing as well. I don't know which category I would put that in. Probably I would put it in impactful because it's. I mean, it gives the Echo an extra life, full back, like full health. You get your ult really easily.
Yeah, I agree with you. I can't put it in game changing because it's situational as to what the enemy team is playing, like as to how much value you can get. But I definitely think it's high impact. It can turn a fight pretty easily when used properly. So I agree with you there.
Dragon Blade, one of the best ultimates in the game.
Bro, I know you just woke up, but like, you good? Are you good, bro? Are you kidding? Are you, Jay? I've seen your blades, bro. There's no way.
I always get 4K, so I would say game changing. Everyone knows my Genji's kind of lit.
Oh my god.
What?
This kid is not okay. This kid is not okay. Oh my god.
I don't know about you, but my Genji blades are pretty insane.
No, there's no way. Wait, did you put it in game? You did not put it in game changing, right?
I put it in game changing. I think Genji Blade is amazing.
There's just no way you said that. It's just... Dude, okay, I think realistically here, all right, I would say somewhat impactful.
Okay.
Because there's not an ability in this game that can't counter Genji Blade. So it's about how you use it. It's not inherent value unless you Nano Blade, and then they kind of have to pay attention to you. But even then, it's just like you can still get outplayed. So is it okay to put this?
Oh no, I was memeing. I just wanted to see your reaction. But yeah, I could agree with that. I mean, with Dragon too, like the next one, I think Dragon is like, I mean, with a Grav combo, I think it's really like you could win team fights with a Grav combo, like Grav Dragon. But just Dragon itself, I don't know. I would say it's probably you get them fast, but I mean, you could zone the little area for what 4 or 5 seconds. But I
think Bob's better, to be honest. Like I think
yeah.
I can't put him above Bob. Like traditionally, there was way more ways to get value from Dragon, especially in rush metas, because you could split teams, like you said. You could Grav combo. They buff sound barrier so that like if it's timed right, it just lives it no matter what, even if it's a Grav Dragon. As well as the fact that Immortality Field got put in the game, like his situation, like its usefulness just went down over time. So I think we can put it in somewhat. Well, it's either situational or somewhat impactful, and I kind of want to say it's somewhat impactful, but low. Somewhat impactful.
I was thinking about putting it in situational.
Yeah. Wait, did I say impactful and somewhat impactful? I meant somewhat impactful and situational.
Yeah.
We'll put it in situational. I kind of agree with that. I think high situational though, like above bastional. These aren't in order, by the way, guys. We're just kind of. I guess they kind of are in order. I have them in order right now, and I didn't even mean to do that. Next one, Rip Tire. What do you think about that?
I think it's powerful. I mean, the tire itself only has 100 HP, but I mean the radius that the damage does is like insane. And it's 600 HP, man.
Yeah, it forces you to respect it. Like you have to, when it's used, you can't just ignore it like a rally or something else like that.
Exactly.
Like to it. So I think we can put it in high, somewhat impactful. Like I don't know if I put it above Bob, but
no, I could say it's. I mean, I think yeah. I mean, as an opener ult, I think it's really good if you get like. I mean, I've seen a lot of like 2Ks, 3Ks, and if you get 2 or 3, that's already what 1/3 or half of their team. So I mean, quick math.
So where would you put it? Where would you put it?
I'll put it high and somewhat impactful.
Like I think I'll put it. Do you think above Bob, or like I would say it's better than Rally right now for sure.
I wouldn't put it over Bob. I put it like under Bob.
It's right behind Bob. I have Bob, Tire, Rally, Blade. Actually, I'm gonna put Blade above Rally here because Brig as a character, well, she's nah, whatever. Who cares? Ignore these guys. We're just spitballing the order, but we'll leave them in tiers. So moving on, sound barrier. What do you think?
It could change fights, and if you don't use it on your team and the other team has it, and if you don't have a Zen to counter the beat, I think it's somewhat impactful.
Yeah, I would say impactful. I would say it's either impactful or game changer.
I mean, yeah, you could do that. We could put it. I mean, it was somewhat. Yeah, I could do impactful. I'm down with that.
Yeah. What do you think?
Honestly,
I'm gonna put it above Dupe and Nano.
Really?
I think sound barrier is one of the best ults in the game. As long as you don't get it bubbled, like it just enables your teammate to bail people out of any situation for like 5 or 6 seconds, which is so useful when it comes up.
Yeah, that's true. And you can also get healed while you're in beat too.
Yeah, it's like the ultimate reset card.
Yeah.
So I kind of like besides mass res. Thank God that's not on there. Oh my God.
Oh goodness.
Deadeye, what do you think?
Is that the first useless?
You think Deadeye's useless?
Listen, situational because you can use High Noon to get a team wipe, go behind on the flank, and get a few kills. If you get 1 or 2 kills, that's really huge because you're up 1 or 2 kills. But mostly it's used for reload. I don't think it's really.
Yeah, I think you're right there. It'd be different in team play. Like if it was like a Ryan, like in Ryan Diva McCree meta, it was really good for zoning and stuff. But that was because you had team play. Like I tried to use a High Noon behind a Ryan who didn't play Ryan yesterday, and the dude just ran forward, started swinging, and let me die like right behind his shield. And I'm like, bro, like because you need team play. So I would agree. I think we put that in situational. I think it's high situational. Well, honestly, the situational bar are pretty much all even.
Yeah.
Besides tank form, because tank form you have to force out a bunch of things first. Deadeye, Dumo, and Dragon you really don't. So all right, I think that's a fair place. Now Blizzard, what do you think about Blizzard?
I think it's more. I think zoning. I think it's not somewhat impactful. I think it's situational because I've seen you could get one person, you could solo ult someone and also left click them to freeze them to guarantee a kill. Maybe if they're not throwing nades, pocketing the character really hard. But I've seen recently I've seen a lot of just zoning mail, not really a lot of big ones.
I feel you. I feel like it's a sleep roll. It's really good if you get caught in it.
Especially right now, I feel like since there's a lot of more dive characters being used, I think it depends
on the meta too. It really depends on where the game's at. Like if the game's in a place where May can be played, it's like I would say really impactful. But I feel like we should put it in the middle of the pack for now. But it has the potential to get above that if certain characters that enable that kind of play style become meta. I'm gonna put it behind Rally right now. I think these two are very, very close. It's just hard to get the setup for Blizzard with the characters that are being played in the game right now, like Sombra Reaper and all that. So
true. Now coming up on this next ult. Wait, what is that?
Dude, you know what that is. Come on, man.
I don't even know what the glasses is. What's that?
The glasses? That's Primal, bro. That's Valkyrie and Primal.
Oh, that's Valkyrie?
How many years have you played this game?
How many years have you been playing Mercy? I mean, I do know about your Mercy account that you kept private for so long that you don't want people to know that you. Yeah, but I don't know.
All right, Valkyrie. Since you didn't know the ultimate, you got to give me your thoughts on it first.
Dude, my thoughts. Having the ability to res someone in a FPS game like this, I think it's really.
Wait, Val gives you an extra res still?
Oh no. Okay, no. Okay, never mind. Yeah, never mind. I think that is just mass healing. For some reason, I was thinking about the pre-Mercy one where, you pop Valk and you have another instant res for some reason. No, but it's AoE healing, AoE damage. I say situational.
You think situational on that?
I mean, I don't think it's really better than that. Dude, I mean, it's just healing or damage, really.
Well, okay, here's why I disagree.
Or maybe somewhat impactful?
That's where I think the reason why I would put it in somewhat impactful is because it just statistically, it's really, really good. And Mercy's big drop-off. It's she has to worry about what target she needs to heal, and she's vulnerable, right? And Valk takes away both of those weaknesses for a really good period of time, and it enables her to
20 seconds. That's true. I mean, she her health regeneration I think is ridiculous.
Yeah, and more health regen. Yeah, that's right. So it's really hard to hit her. She gets good health regen. She can go make high impact reses, and her healing numbers go up too. By the way, I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, and I okay, yeah. And what do you call it? She can, if there's a Widow in the back, she can 1v1 the Widow or anything.
She has infinite ammo in her pistol. So it's I think it gives her so many options statistically and just game wise that I don't think it's situational, but I think it's still. Ooh, actually, I need to put it. I think it's better than Dragon Blade.
I could agree.
Just again because it's consistent. It's just like you use it and you're automatically doing something unless you like feed, which I've seen happen a couple times. But
I've seen a lot of Mercy's feed.
Yeah, same here. We won't talk about that here. We're Mercy mains, we love you.
Coalescence, somewhat impactful. I mean, I think the healing and the opportunity to do damage while healing is really good.
Yeah, I'm putting it in the middle of the pack, somewhat impactful. Again, it's another stat monster ultimate where it's just like you put out so much stats that it just allows you to pressure the other enemy team. I know a lot of Moira mains think that Moira doesn't have a lot of utility, but I still think she's the best healer in the game right now.
I say to all the Moiras that have gold damage, gold healing, gold objective kills.
Yeah, that's just unlucky. I don't know what to say. Keep good.
Bongo.
S, game changing.
Really?
Yeah.
As a tracer, I've went in the back line to kill bongos instantly. I mean, it does a lot of damage. What is it? Plus 50%? No, plus
50% for the entire team.
Yeah. Okay. It's like a what's a Valk?
30.
30? Oh,
and
but that's also
like
heals.
But Bongo, you can leave the LOS and still have it for a couple seconds.
Oh, that's true.
So,
you think so?
Here's why I think Bongo's this good, right? There were two in Overwatch League, at least, right? Like at the highest level of play. There were 2 ultimates that had the highest fight win rates. Guess what they were?
2 ultimates that had the highest win rate?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna guess one of them is Bongo?
Yeah, Bongo was number 2.
Grab.
Guess what number 1 was? Nope.
Oh, is it a tank?
Nope.
DPS?
Yep. You're gonna face palm when you can know it because you're like, I should have guessed it off rip.
Tire.
EMP.
Oh, well, obviously EMP. Okay, yeah.
So Bongo, it's at high level play, the amount of damage output that you can put out is so incredible. It just makes your team 50% more, the entire team. That's a really big number.
It's like a nano boost for everyone without damage reduction.
Yeah, so it's so good at our ranks, especially if there is just nowhere to put it, right? Like obviously you said you broke it as tracer, but if they can peel it, even that extra couple seconds of damage increase is just like fight turning. So at our ranks, I think it's S, game changing, but at lower ranks, it wouldn't matter because they aren't as consistent with damage in general. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to lecture. Holy Barrage, what do you think?
I think it goes along with, situational. I think, you have to get the defense matrix out. You have to get like cooldowns out. I mean, if you're barraging and a Winston sees you and jumps at you with a bubble, you're gonna be dead.
You're right. I put it below Deadeye.
But I mean, it could change. Yeah, like basically what it means, situational. It could change games, but at the same time, as soon as you hit that ult, you're flying in the air still. Someone can just, sleep you, shoot you, headshot you, 2-tap you.
Yeah.
So I think that's good. Now, this guy is a very powerful special move. The Reaper guy, yeah. I mean, not even considering his ult, 3 to 4 shots come from the side, like his ult's very powerful.
I disagree. I think it's situational. I think it's high situational because you lose your range, you're vulnerable, and you can't initiate with it if the Diva has a brain. Like you have to force cooldowns in order for it to get value at high ranks. And low ranks, it's really good. And I would agree with you in low ranks. I think it's really powerful in low ranks because no one knows how to use abilities like properly down there. No shade, just facts. But at high level play, Jay, have you tried to initiate with a Blossom?
No. I mean, sometimes, once in a blue moon.
That's because you know how to play. And how does that go for you?
If I'm trying to initiate and I do it wrong, sleep, defense matrix, rock to the face,
you're dead. And it requires team to help you, right, in some way. So if you get resources from team, it's good, which is why I can't put it like in impactful or game changing. I want to put it in like high situational or low somewhat impactful, but if you want to put it higher, I mean, you can.
I mean, no, we can put it in situational. I think that'd be good. I mean, like you said, there's situations that you need to use it and not use it.
Yeah, this is again for GM. I think it would be game changing if it was lower.
I mean, like if I'm using Blossom and I know the other team has like a Diva, I'm not gonna use that ult until I run straight at the Diva with my team to get that Diva out of mech and then use my ult.
And then it pops off. So
yeah, and then even sometimes when I'm
gonna put it in I'm low somewhat impactful because like if you get that condition up, it is really impactful, like you said.
Yeah.
Teams. All right, Earth Shatter. What do you think?
Oh man, with this new change, when it feels like they just trip over their shoe and then get back up. But I mean, I think if you hit a fat one and your team does follow up, it's somewhat impactful.
I agree. I think we put it in high, somewhat impactful. I'm gonna put it above Blade, but behind Coalescence and Valk, just because like I think Shatter has the potential to be game changing. This is a weird one because like it has the potential to be game changing, right?
I mean, that's true, because if the other team uses, let's say, a Nano or, you know, their beat or something, you know, or their blade, and you shattered it, like if you shatter a Nano blade and you get those 2 ults and you get the kill, I mean, I think that's
game changing, right?
Yeah,
but
at the same,
the consistency is the thing. It's like you can't do it every time, right? If you use Coalescence, you're getting that extra healing and value every time.
Yeah, that's
you use
true.
Valkyrie, you're getting every time. You're using beat, you're getting it every time. And it's like with Shatter, I honestly want that. We're gonna try to keep this one like literally right in the middle of the pack because it really depends on whose hands it's in. Like if it's in like Kaiser's hands, this man's shattering the whole team. You know what I mean? But if it's in like Beat's hands, you know, he's shattering shields. Like, let's be real. Good old Whole Hog. What do you think, Mr. Rank?
Oh man, I used to before it gave the more knockback ability, I loved it. But since it gives a little bit more knockback, I think it's situational. To be honest, I don't think it's somewhat impactful unless like you're, you know,
it's got good numbers, but I think
but you're such a big target. It's easy to sleep. You know, the defense matrix. But I mean, if you get like a good Whole Hog, I mean, you could destroy shields. You could take the whole Diva matrix. But I mean, I think it's situational. You can knock back the team. Let's say you can knock them off the map or knock them off the point and try to make them C9 or push them off the point to make them C9, like a Sigma ult, which is next.
Oh, Flux, yeah, I agree with your piggy take there. I put it high situational, like far left on that one. Sigma Flux,
I've seen a lot of wins with C9ing.
Yeah, I think it's middle of the pack as well. I think it's kind of like Shatter. I think it's better than Shatter though, honestly.
I think it's better than Shatter. You lift up for like a lot of people don't know this, and I said it on stream a lot. You go up and you go down for half HP, but it's actually not half HP. If you're playing Soldier, you're full health. You get lifted for 50 HP, and then you get slammed for half your HP, so it's actually doing 3/4. So you're doing 150 damage, not half.
Yeah, you're right. I think we could put this like high, somewhat impactful, maybe even honestly maybe impactful. And at our rank, I think it's impactful. I see a lot of Sigmas getting a ton of value. So do you think?
I think it's impactful. Yeah, I mean, good Sigmas, which I've seen like a lot of players in ranked, and some if they're unlucky get stunned out of it. But I think it's really good.
I gotta dodge that. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm putting it bottom of the line impactful. Now Simwall, what do you think about Simwall? I'm curious what you're gonna say.
Man, I think it's situational. What do you? I think you're gonna rank it higher, but I think it's situational. You could EMP it, you could Whole Hog it. I think it's. I mean, if you coordinate with your team to be like, hey, yo, fight on the left side of the Simwall. If it's on the other teams, I think it's really good. Like if you coordinate with your team, but if it's yours, I think it's really good.
Here's what I think you're thinking. I think Symmetra herself is situational. I think the ult is good. Does that make sense? Like, I think Sim as a hero, like, can't really contest a lot of these other heroes mid-fight. So, like, I think the wall and what it can give, map dependent, right? I'm not gonna say it's impactful. I think it's somewhat impactful. I think it's at least somewhat impactful because it's a stat monster wall. It dictates the fight if you know what you're doing with it. And there are some times, depending on what comp you're playing, that's just like, did they use the wall? Like, this is just like chalked.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like, oh, they use wall, get back, 15 seconds, just wait.
Yeah, I think it's around like Dragon Blade or Rally's level of usefulness. I think it's like a Blizzard ult, a Rally ult, or a Blade. I want to put it somewhat impactful. Do you care? Like you wanted to? It's situational.
I mean, you could put it. What you wanted to put it in like the middle or the low end?
Low, somewhat impactful. Like in between. Actually, I think I'm gonna put it behind Blossom. It might be better than that. I think it's like the bottom of the line, somewhat impactful. Just because of where Sim is as a hero. If Sim was more consistent as a character, she'd get the wall up more consistently. It would be better. But like,
I mean, that's fine. Yeah.
All right. Visor. What do you think about good old aimbot in a first-person shooter game? Kind of broken, right?
It's broken, but I mean, getting 6Ks by yourself with Visor or something, dude, it's situational.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah, as much as I love the aimbot in this game, dude, it's either completely useless or you can get like 2 or 3.
I'm gonna put it in like high situational, probably.
That's fine.
I think it could be impactful because it forces you to respect the soul.
I think it's better than Dragon.
I think it's better than Dragon too. I think it's better than Dragon, Dumo. Well, honestly, the more I look at Dumo, the more I want to put it in somewhat impactful, to be honest with you.
Really? I mean, dude, if you want to go back to it, all I said is that you use Dumo to get out of the fight or get one kill.
I think it's somewhat impactful, but low. I think it's like around what Blossom is, because you can't kill a lot with it. I'm gonna move it up there, just because like the get out of jail free cards like really is important, and it changes your play style. So I am gonna move Dumo up actually. All right, I don't even think we need to talk about this next one.
EMP, yeah, that's game changing.
Yeah, game changing. Molten Core. What do you think about Core?
Molten Core. What? 15 seconds of zoning, and it does a heavy punch.
Yeah, a lot of damage.
As someone that relates to this guy's height, I would say it's probably somewhat impactful, maybe situational. What do you think? I mean, the only time I use Molten Core is like throw it on point, make sure people can't touch the point. If they're touching it, they have to get off.
I think it's really good. I'm not saying it's game changing, but I think it's really, really strong as an ultimate, especially if you know how to use it. I want to say, because I don't want to put it above Bob. Actually, I do want to put it above Bob because it can zone if more than Bob almost, and it can't get slept. It can get matrixed, but like you can force that out. I think it's low impactful or high somewhat impactful, like top tier somewhat impactful or low impactful. I don't know if it's better than Flux, but I think it's up there for sure.
You wanna give Molten Core the same tier as Nano Boost, Echo Ult?
This video?
Yeah, okay, listen. We just woke up. You want to give it as Nano Boost, Echo Ult, Beat, and Flux?
Yep. I think it's one of the sleeper.
Okay, I think we could do that, but let the comment.
It's bottom though. It's bottom though. Ask the comment section.
Let the comment section say whatever they want about that one. I think it's really good, but I think it's somewhat impactful situational.
I think you can zone their backline. You can control where the people play on the map, and you can peel your backline with it. So what you should usually do with Core is you put a little bit on your backline so that your supports are safe, and then you put some in their backline to force them in, and then more on the objective to put them in optimal spot. But that's just okay. All right, Mr. Pulse Bomb over here.
I land all my pulse bombs, so they're always game changing. So but I'm gonna look at the Overwatch community as a whole since they can't land as many pulse bombs as me. So to be honest, I would say somewhat impactful. I'm gonna be the opportunity to stick a support and they run into someone, or you stick a tank and you blow up the tank instantly with your team. I would say it's somewhat impactful.
I would say it's probably above Shatter though, right? I feel like it's a lot like Shatter where you have to land it, but I feel like Pulse comes up more consistently.
Yeah,
so
and you get more of it.
Yeah, all right, we'll put that in somewhat impactful, just below Coalescence and about. Widow Walls, what do you think?
Situational, useless. I don't think useless, but situational. I mean, you get to see where the other team is through the walls for 15 seconds. I mean, that is pretty big to hey, if my Widow uses walls pre-fight, I mean, we can make a plan, be like, hey, you see that character alone top left, let's go get him. But I mean,
yeah, I think it is good though, because a lot of teams just have to wait it out and they don't play into it. And I think in the right hand, it'd be good. But I think you're right. I think it's high situational though.
Okay, yeah, that's fine with me. I think it could be better than what would you say? I think it's better than.
I would say either somewhat impactful. It's just
so on the top of the list, above Fashional.
I would put it above everything in situational.
Okay, that's fine. I think I mean, even we see Overwatch League pop. Yeah, even Overwatch League we see them pop walls and then just wait it out.
They just wait it out, or they mirror the walls. So yeah, I'm with you. All right, Primal Rage. What do you think?
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, you can zone people, you can get a kill. I mean, you can knock people off the map.
I would say low impactful probably.
We could do low impactful. I mean, I think Winston. I mean, a lot of times also I see a lot of Winston's jump in, feed half their HP, pop primal, and then feed another 1,000 HP.
Yeah, that's kind of in the hands of the player though. But it forces them to turn, which is the thing.
Yeah.
You can't just ignore primal unless you sleep it. But even then, he'll be back.
Yeah, I think in my opinion, maybe somewhat impactful.
Minefield. What do you think about Minefield?
Can I phone Beaver?
Yeah, phone a friend.
Phone a friend. I would say middle of the pack of somewhat impactful.
I would say it's about as good as a tire.
Yeah, so isn't tire in the middle of the pack?
It's a little bit. It's tires above Coalescence and Valk.
Yeah, I mean, because you have the zoning potential. I mean,
yeah, I think the zoning and the kill potential. A good ball's hand. I'm gonna put it
120 damage per ball. I mean, per mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it right behind Primal because it can win fights. It can be the nail in the coffin, but regardless. Okay, Graviton Surge.
I think that's impactful or game changing.
I agree. I kind of want to put it just behind Flux.
In the lower section of impactful.
I want to put it ahead of Flux. It's just behind Copy.
Okay, because I think Grab is insane. You could literally combo almost any ult with Grab, guarantee a team wipe, or even just Grab themselves. You grab a 6-man team and your whole team just follows up on it. I think your team needs to follow up on it, because I mean, if you grab 6 and then no one does anything, then I mean.
It depends on the Zarya's playstyle as well. I go for a lot of solo grabs just to confirm kills, and I think that's a really good way to use it. But grab it's so versatile because it can shut down nano blades. You can grab Doomfist when they come in to peel your backline. You can use it in any way. So I think I agree with you. I think it's middle of the pack, if not high.
I mean, to go something on what you said, like solo grabbing, a lot of people don't understand like how much impact it actually means to guarantee that 1 or 2 kills. Like even if you get a 2-man grab, you get those 2-man kills, your team is up 2 players. It's a 4v6. You should be able to win that.
It's huge.
Yeah.
First pick in Overwatch League in the GOATS meta. Whichever team got the first pick at a 90% fight win rate. 90%. So a solo grab is absolutely worth it, folks. Make sure you do it back at home.
Yeah, make sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Last one. Do you want to add on?
Oh, I was gonna say, I don't know if I could say it, but make sure, you know, if you solo grab someone, you teabag at the end, you know.
Yeah, that's very important. Yeah. You gotta get in their heads.
Win the game and win in their heads.
Yeah, rent free, baby, rent free. All right, Jay, last one.
Transcendence, game changing.
Game changing?
Oh, I mean, I forgot, you know, not like, unlike beat, I mean, you can EMP beat. No, not game changing, I'm sorry, I would say impactful. Because even though you can, like, you know, beat, and then if they have a Sombra, they can EMP it. If this team, if they have an Ana, they can anti it, so.
I think it's right on sound barrier, to be honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think it's better or worse than sound barrier.
I would say those two are like pretty much even.
Pretty much even at the top, yeah.
You wanna know something interesting here? It's something I've said for a while. If you look at the ultimates that we've rated up this high, I've said this for a while, tanks and supports have been the heroes that have dictated the Overwatch metas since Brig came out. Since the last DPS hero that dictated the meta for Overwatch was definitely Season 10 Hanzo. The rest have been because of tanks and supports and how strong they are. And you look at their ultimates as well, you know, there's four tanks, 4 supports, and 3 DPS, and the DPS themselves are questionable. Like the Torball we questioned, right? The only one that's really up there is EMP.
Oh, so, EMP is just, you know, having the chance to take away a team or an individual's abilities and know if they have ult and see where they are through walls with, you know, the low health and hacking health packs. That's just too huge.
Super strong. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, we'll try to get some Flaming Fridays out, but obviously, like, there's a lot of moving parts with that. I gotta talk to other streamers' schedules. They want to come on, and you know, obviously last week's was really good, so we appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to check Jay and I both out on social media, twitch.tv/Jay3 and youtube.com/SamitoFPS. So when we stream, Jay, what's your stream time? You stream like almost every day except for Sunday, right?
Almost every day but Sunday at 11:30 a.m. and I don't stream Saturday nights at night, but I mean 11:30 a.m. every day EST and 9 o'clock EST.
Round boy, wake up, Jay. You have to get some coffee, man.
I don't like coffee, I'm gonna be honest. Ugh.
We'll see you guys next week or Monday for My Guess My SR, Monday Mayhem. And make sure to hit that sub button on the channel if you're new. We appreciate you all, and we'll see y'all later. Peace out.